in my first campaign in MittelAfrika, and then my country collapsed. So if you want to see a campaign where I play as Southwest Africa, go look up the original campaign in on YouTube. Aside from that, okay, so the American Civil War is going to be starting off very, very soon. That will boost up to 2% more stability. Yeah, that's what I like. When you release them, it does make the borders look horrible, and that is a very good incentive not to do it. Because we want really, really nice borders. A third police officer been shot. Tragedy struck. How? Portugal. Portugal, Portugal, Portugal. I do not like you at all. You're murdering all of... I mean, apparently I do actually like you. We have similar ideologies. But still, I want to come and kill you. Okay? Controversial take, but I want your colonies. We did get some trench warfare, giving us a lot more entrenchment, more planning speed, refined. But not until we get at least some army experience to make the tech a little bit cheaper. Let's go for construction for 1937 as well. And everybody joined the Belgrade Pact, so Bulgaria is going to be at war quite soon. Get more production. Industry. You know what? Let's get the rubber. People always want to trade you some rubber. Also, American Civil War has now begun. We now have 20% war support. So now would have been the time for us to increase our military plans, but that's okay. Throw you into Blue Army. There's a small chance the Portuguese give you their colonies, but it's almost impossible. I've never seen it. I've never seen Portugal give up the colonies. I'm not saying that's not possible, but I didn't even know it was an option. Also, I don't need 3 divisions to take over one port. I'm going to say that's a little bit too much. You guys come down here to Mozambique. We'll take over both these colonies. And Mongolia and everybody's declared war on Monclique. Democracy survived in the Philippines. Congratulations to them. Everybody's declaring war on Portugal. And a Nazi land plantation burned. Would lose more stability. So get some more damage. Bandits operating across the Portuguese border. We can't let Portugal keep getting away with this. We do have 1 steel, though, so that's not bad. And we do have a positive amount of rubber. Do we need rubber for anything? Yes, for aircrafts. We're actually starting with like a lot of stuff being produced. We don't need 2 motorized divisions. I'm like pretty sure. I don't even think we use motorized divisions for much. I mean, we have 1, but that's about it. So I don't think we need like a huge stockpile of them. We could do like some naval tech as well, but we already have naval invasion, which is actually pretty good for us. And what about support companies? Do we have any? Artillery? The answer is no. We do have 144 support equipment though, so we could maybe get some signal companies? Seems like it could be okay. MittelAfrika Mega Navy when? Maybe at some point. Also, we will probably play CNT at some point. I just don't know when that'll happen. Hungary's declared war in Illyria. Wait, why? I've never seen Hungary and Illyria go to war. That's interesting. Okay, so the death of Bernhard Dursbig. Definitely fuck that name up. Sad news arrived from Berlin today. Bernhard Durnberg, former head of the Imperial Colonial Office, has died. Bernhard served for only 3 years, from 1907 to 1910, but he had enormous influence on the development of the colony of Germany's Africa. That would eventually form the core of MittelAfrika. It was his reforms that firmly established the first truly secular education system on the African continent, a legacy we have tried with difficult to spread throughout MittelAfrika. A small ceremony has been held in Jerusalem in his honor, the street being renamed Bernhard Durand-Stresch. National populism, internal autocracy, or 2% stability. You are the Reform Group or the DKB are in power. So you two. Let's do some more support for paternal autocracy for now. Not a huge deal. Again, we don't want to go national populist tree. Syndicalist revolutionaries in Switzerland. What are you doing, Switzerland? Are you going to join the Internationale? Because I would definitely prefer you don't do that. Because Germany has a hard time kind of dealing with a Switzerland that is part of... I mean, you've also taken over this area, which usually I think leads to Switzerland going for the national populist tree. So we'll kind of see what Switzerland plans on doing. At 37 Dutch elections. Hello, Paul Payne from Serbia. Welcome to the stream. Could get some aluminum. Hungary. I will get 1 aluminum from you, so we can build our aircraft a little bit better. Argentina, it looks like they might be winning the war. It's a little bit hard to tell with the war down in the south. But they're doing a pretty okay job, I would say. Of course, you do want the American Union State to win their war. Or at least you want the CSA to lose. So it doesn't really matter which of these 3 wins, as long as they lose. The Spanish Civil War has happened. Again, CNT, we want them to lose the war. We don't want more syndicalist powers in the world. Let's go for the 1937-6 tank. Next, we are going to... Endangered species? I mean, 5% stability. You know, we're at like 12% stability right now, which I say is pretty bad. So, you know, let's protect some endangered species. We also get some little political power out of that. And then we can once again go into partial mobilization. Or can we go higher than that? Partial mobilization is... Oh, no, we can actually go... We can skip early, go to partial. Actually not bad. Also, the war with the defending governments already happened. Definitely faster than we're used to. Military depot raid. The bandits don't ever fear the famous might of Arsari anymore. They have raided and stolen supplies from one of our military depots and escaped with supplies back to our camp in Mozambique. Portugal. Just stop it, okay? It's a very simple demand. I just want things to be happy, okay? We can be friends, Portugal. If you give me all of your stuff, then we can be friends. That's my condition. If you want to be my friend in real life, you also have to give me stuff. It's come to our attention that Berlin has begun investigating certain financial irregularities. It's not hard to imagine who's behind this. They would have had access to the highest level of financial planning in the administration. Likely that Alter Kampfer, who was fought under von Lichtenforbig, resisted every change in administration. Let's quietly change administration. I don't know if we even have a field marshal anymore. We don't. Let's promote you. You're gonna have some penalties for a few days, but that's okay. So Goring, you're just kind of just quietly switch stuff. That's fine. So a new Statthalter. The Kaiser has appointed Dr. Rudolf Asmus, a new Statthalter. Dr. Asmus is a jurist, long career in the Reichskolonist. He has served as a district officer of Togoland, consul of Belgian Congo, counselor to the general government of Belgium, delegate to the Shanghai Convention, and most recently head of the Reichskommissariat. His most notable and controversial work has been a policy of Burzrik-Sleistrick, a policy legitimizing and formalizing local and tribal law, and giving district officers the power to deter this law in place of German law. This has been tried in Samoa, with some successes in reducing conflict with the locals. With such a long history of imperial and foreign affairs, he naturally has a close relationship with the Dutch colonial government and has in favor their ideas in this decision making. A gifted diplomat with global experience as the head of the Rice colonies, I'm assuming that's what it says, Dr. Asmus is eager to see Africa fulfill a key role in Germany's Weltpolitik. So DKG becomes ruling party. So it looks like the authoritarian democrats have now become in charge. Does that mean that you... Yes, back to basics. We can't do this anymore because you guys are just no longer in power. Okay, that's fine then. Let's go back to basic. 70 days. We have no template. No template for support equipment. I know that nobody uses support equipment yet. But once we have the signal company, I think we're going to want to throw those into some of our units as well. I mean, actually, the signal companies. I think they also take motorized divisions, if I'm not mistaken. Manpower 750, organization weight. Does it not actually say what they cost? Supply use is 0.02. Okay, well, I mean, we'll see at some point in the future. Denver's already fallen. So yeah, so the American government under MacArthur, unsurprisingly, is not doing that well. Also, Paraguay no longer exists. Oh, no, it exists. Congratulations. Welcome back, Paraguay. No, Argentina is definitely losing their war. Which means that the Syndicalists are going to have a power base in South America, which is unfortunate. The Portuguese question. We should launch a formal complaint against Portugal. The continued existence of these bandit camps poses a clear threat to our colony. If they cannot deal with a few bandits, they're clearly not fit to be a colonial power. So we either take all the way towards Berlin, or some of the Portuguese consul, we deal with this ourselves. I will threaten our colonies. I don't want to get Germany involved. Wait till Spanish rework before playing the CNT, because now, well, Folk Street is not very good. They send against us! Well, of course we're going to send in the troops. I don't need Berlin in this. There we go. Fantastic. So, what are you going to do? You're going to take over this colony. Or this port, I should say. You're going to take over that port. You guys move in very aggressively. There's no Portuguese troops, I think, here at all. You take over that port. You drive all the way to that port. How long is that going to take you? 41 days. Okay, that's quite a while. How long will it take for you to walk there? 50 days. Okay. So, there might be some Portuguese troops in Mozambique. But really, it's not a big deal, I would say. Can you not go anywhere else? No, I guess not. That's fine then. I mean, Angola is not going to be a problem. Because, I mean, you're the only colonies they have, right? I mean, they got some over here in Africa. But that's really about it. Germany cannot join this war. Fine. It'd be kind of funny if I could just call Germany in to declare war on everybody else. But I can understand why they wouldn't want to get involved. New York City's fallen. Washington, D.C.'s fallen, so I'm pretty sure that's going to be the end of... Oh, the Portuguese are actually already here. Unfortunate. You... Come fight this guy, please and thank you. The Zili clique, I think, is already going to lose all their territory. So congratulations to them. Yes, we want war propaganda. We are at negative 22% stability, but that's not so bad, I'm sure. Just don't worry about it. Take all the Portugal, hopefully fast enough that they don't make powerful friends to fight against you. I'm going to send you to this front. You two can also be on this front. There only needs to be like one guy on this entire line. Yeah, so you should be good enough to deal with this on your own. The leaders capitulated, so the Hungarians have taken some territory from them. And unfortunately, Portugal does still have a port, which is the one thing I was trying desperately to make sure they did not have in this war. But I mean, they only got one division, which is not such a big deal. And once you go from here, go towards Luanda, take their port, please and thank you. And I feel like the Portuguese are probably already going to surrender sometime soon. Because, I mean, you're going to try to stand up to our great military? I don't think so. I do not think so. There's 3 Portuguese divisions there. But you know what? There's actually 4 divisions now. Let's see if we can actually get a surround on Luanda. And you guys are still very aggressive. That's fine, actually. Yeah, keep making your way down there. You're going to take over this area. And I mean, you're all looking pretty good. Yeah, take over this. You're still driving your way down to Mozambique. I also have aircraft. I have 20 planes, which is, I get, not a lot. Are you fighters? Yes. Let's technically have air superiority in this area. I don't know if that's going to affect things too much, really, but... Also, Portugal is sending a lot of troops down here. Which is, again, I understand. Also, I'm going to throw you guys, actually. Just you two, actually. You come over here for now. More troops to this front line. I mean, some Portuguese troops being here is not a... it's not a huge deal. Where are you going? You're going down to here? No, you're not. You're just coming down this way. I'm not too sure what territory we actually need to take from Portugal to get them to surrender. Okay, how... You're only 2 provinces away. You will be there in another... Oh, 2 days. That's it? Fantastic. So that's going to be Angola basically completely conquered. The federal government has already collapsed in the United States. But that's really not a huge surprise. I think we all kind of saw that one coming. So we're a little bit lucky that, yeah, you drive here. You march there. That's all that territory dealt with. So the war has gone very, very nice. Apparently Puerto Rico's capitulated as well, but, you know, let's not worry about that. What can you guys here do? Because Portugal's sending, I think, like, their entire army here. Yeah, like, their entire army is coming. Land doctrine, two-civilian economy. The more stuff, you know what? We do need the stability. Stability is increasing by 0.7% per week. Which is okay. Yeah, I don't think... Yeah, Portugal doesn't have enough supplies to actually maintain this entire army here. Which is completely okay. Let's build up... Where do you have, like, I mean, I think 30% is actually the best we have. So, you know, let's build some military factories in Burundi. Let's start making some convoys as well. We don't have steel for this right now, but... I don't think that's really a big problem. How many men have we lost so far? 4,000 against 1,000. I mean, again... We're the only ones attacking, so understandably we're taking a lot of casualties here. They're actually just going to leave the port. I don't think I would agree with that tactical maneuver. But if, you know, if that's what you want to do, you can do it. Norway joined the Entente. First time I think in a while they actually have not joined the Internationale. Any provinces that are completely empty? Yes. Okay, Portugal. You've got to know at this point that you've lost, right? Like, if I was Portugal, I would realize at this point that, you know, the game's up. We have enough stuff here. Initiative goes up by 20%. Piercing also goes down. Do we want to maybe want a recon company here as well? Piercing is the same. A little bit more reconnaissance. Not enough infantry equipment for that. So, you know, let's hold off there for now. Yeah, so if you just left your port province, I will go take the port. Just trying to make sure that nobody else has any interest in taking us back. Because if they have no port, Portugal, like, can't win. Like, all their troops are eventually just going to, like, die. So our mission, I would say, has been a success. We haven't taken any of Portugal's actual territory yet. Which is fine. assuming this area, yeah, is now completely collapsed. The entire Middle African army is moving over here. We have 16 divisions. The Portuguese have 4 to 18. But, 8 of those are here. Why do you have so much, like, strength? Next in a last stand to make sure you don't lose control of the port. Hawaii joined the co-prosperity sphere. A completely understandable maneuver. The Portuguese reach out for peace. We defeated the Portuguese in Africa, and they have started negotiations to settle for a peace agreement. It is now high time for us to reach out to the authorities in the fatherland in order to ask them to draft a formal peace agreement. Some voices, however, are claiming that relying on the people back in Germany is a waste of effort, when the Office of MittelAfrika knows the situation on the ground much better than any bureaucrat in Germany could, and thus recalling for terms for peace agreement to be made in MittelAfrika and only sent to Germany as a fault accompli. We lose stability. But like, if I'm gonna agree to here because I want the entire thing. I do not rely on Germany to do anything. With defeat of the pathetic Portuguese force at the hands of our mighty army, we've granted them the moral right to exercise our sovereignty in form of our own demands for the Portuguese. So what do you want? We want all of it. We lose 12% stability. What was it, northern? No. We're gonna lose 12% stability here. So actually, I'm gonna save just in case this completely screws everything up. However, yes, just save this. Nothing bad. Take the entire place, thank you. And they've acquiesced. We got 5 political power. We're no longer getting border raids. We're at negative 31% stability, but that's okay. Let's get our units in position and hopefully not die. 10% stability. We do need the East Asian exports. We'll be done in 35 days. I believe in our ability not to completely fuck up. Kind of. I kind of believe in our ability not to completely fuck up. Albania has joined the Austrian faction. I've never seen Hungary actually do this before. Illyria looks very sad, by the way. It's a very sad state of affairs. Yeah, so Switzerland has gone national populist. We'll kind of see how they end up going in the future. Also, Russia seems like they have a lot of troops right now. They've got a lot of troops on the Finnish border. Is the Zeely clique pro-Germany? Yes. Well, they can be, I think. I think there's a chance that they can be pro-German. They don't have to be. Research slot. Let's go for better rifles. We'll upgrade our light tanks.